That sounds good. The throttle adjustment should be just about right. But there's only one way to find out for sure. I've been working on this plane for 2 years. That's all my weekends and vacation time. But when I take her into the air, I know it's been worth every minute I put into it. I'd say it isn't bad for a guy who's the pilot, the mechanic, and the manufacturer, too.
When you hear a man like Harry Turner talking about the little plane he's built himself, or about the big ones he works on as an aviation mechanic, you know you have met a craftsman. Here at Miami International Airport, one of the nation's busiest centers for air travel, Harry's job is line maintenance. Since this aircraft landed 6 hours ago, he has removed the fuel control on number 2 engine, installed and tested a new fuel control assembly. The aircraft will go back into service within the hour, its repair completed. To serve the tens of thousands of air travelers who pass through Miami every day, the aircraft must come and go on schedule, quickly, reliably.
And those schedules mean 24-hour maintenance. In docks, in hangars, or on the line, even when that Florida sun isn't shining. For this kind of work, you need a good background of experience. And I found out 10 years ago that being certified as an aviation mechanic was only the beginning. Working 3 years in the airline's overhaul shop helped me to learn the basic aircraft systems: electrical, hydraulic, power plant, and the rest. Even now, I find myself going back to school from time to time to learn the latest developments in this constantly changing field of aircraft maintenance. And through these years, I found out something more than how to do the job. The aviation mechanic learns that every repair he makes has got to be right. He's got to have a sense of responsibility.
Responsibility. It's because Harry has proved consistently responsible that his airline has chosen him for a post of special trust. This aircraft will be released for service only after his approval as the mechanic responsible for its maintenance. Harry is investigating a pilot's report of high cylinder head temperatures on this engine. He suspects the cowl flap adjustment. The flap still works, but it is not within the normal tolerances to maintain a safe engine operating temperature. When a maintenance problem affects the airline schedule, a decision must be made, and quickly. Harry draws on the accumulated experience of the line maintenance crew, but the final recommendation must remain in his hands.
As a matter of fact, this plane was held back from service on my recommendation. The mechanic's responsibilities are bigger today. They've grown with the aircraft he works on. I also specialize in jet power plant maintenance, and I can testify to the complexity of these big engines. Yet the aviation mechanic has direct responsibility for keeping them in top condition. When called upon, he must be able to install a complete new engine on the aircraft, rig the controls, and make all the adjustments.
This landing gear retraction test is a study in the precise movement of thousands of pounds of metal and rubber. The mechanic must check the sequence of many separate events in the cycle of retraction. The aviation mechanic, trained to high standards, works with skill and assurance amid the complexity of modern aircraft maintenance. And there are thousands of them. Their knowledge and ability has ensured the safety and progress of the world's largest civil air fleet. Don Vickers is studying to be an aviation mechanic at the Academy of Aeronautics within sight and sound of LaGuardia Airport in New York City. He's one of the hundreds of students at the Academy who are learning the crafts and skills of the aviation mechanic and other subjects as well.
I never expected somehow that a physics course would be part of an aviation mechanics training, but I soon found out just how much it belongs. This balance has a lot of applications in the equipment I'll be working with every day on the job. The same goes for the other courses in mathematics and English composition. They all belong in the kind of training we get here at the Academy.
For Don and the other students, test panels offer an introduction to the complex systems of the modern-day aircraft. With these practical applications, learning gains in substance. Working with power plants, the student learns the techniques of close tolerance measurement essential to his training as a craftsman. In the aerospace field, there are many jobs that weren't even dreamed of a few years ago. Working on rocket propulsion systems and the vehicles for space exploration. They offer an entirely different scope to the mechanic's ambitions. His ability to make machines work is the foundation of our achievements in space.
It's true, an aviation mechanics training today can lead to many different jobs. I'm impressed with the all-around competence of the mechanics I've met. Men like my instructors at the school. As far as my future career is concerned, I'd like to be known as a good aviation mechanic.
Don will soon join the ranks of 80,000 airframe and power plant specialists who, as their certificates read, have been found to be properly qualified to exercise the privileges of a mechanic. They are the men who keep America's civil air fleet on the move. For the aviation mechanic, each of the tasks he performs carries an importance that can never become routine. Equally with the pilot and his crew, in the aviation mechanic's capable hands rests the safety of the millions of Americans who fly each year. Harry and his fellow mechanics, whether they serve the airline or the private pilot, know and cherish this responsibility. They have responded to the high demands of their calling. In this realm of flight, they are a new breed, strong and resourceful. This is the aviation mechanic.